Alright friends, welcome back to questions and answers for 37th week. This is from 12th September to 18th September. Indian Coast Guard has commissioned offshore patrolling vessel named Sarathi. What is the purpose of these patrolling vessels? The purpose is to protect our coastline. So, to protect our long coastline, offshore patrolling vessels are required, and recently one such vessel, Sarathi, was commissioned and it was built by Goa Shipyard Limited. And if you look at shipyards in public sector, there are 2 shipyards under Ministry of Shipping and 4 under Ministry of Defence. The 2 shipyards under Ministry of Shipping, Cochin Shipyard, Kochi, then Hooghly Dock and Port Engineers Limited, Kolkata. These 2 are under Ministry of Shipping, and under Ministry of Defence, this Hindustan Shipyard Limited at Visakhapatnam, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited at Kolkata, then Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Mumbai and Goa Shipyard Goa. And recently this patrol vessel Sarathi was built by Goa Shipyard Limited. Name the bank which completed centenary celebrations recently. Recently, Karur Vysya Bank completed centenary celebrations, and this is headquartered in Karur, Tamil Nadu. It was established in the year 1916 by M.A. Venkatarama Chettiar and Ati Krishna Chettiar. And if you look at other private banks headquartered in Tamil Nadu, I have listed some prominent banks. Lakshmi Vilas Bank, this is also headquartered in Karur, Tamil Nadu. Then Kumbakonam City Union Bank Limited, which was established in 1904, is based in Kumbakonam, Tamil Nadu. Then another old generation private sector bank which is headquartered in Tamil Nadu include Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank Limited, headquartered in Tuticorin. Syndicate Bank opened its first branch under Project Ananya in Mumbai, and Syndicate Bank headquarters in Manipal, Karnataka, and it was established in the year 1925, basically to improve the brand image of Syndicate Bank with the latest digital banking services, as well as with a view to give better service to the customers. This Project Ananya was started by Syndicate Bank and first branch was opened in Mumbai. Name the country which is in the news for testing its 5th nuclear test in 10 years. The country which conducted 5th nuclear test in 10 years starting from 2006 is North Korea, and only China can control North Korea because China is the closest ally to North Korea. North Korea has got very few allies, and Kim Jong-un is the supreme leader, most unpredictable leader of North Korea. We have deliberated in detail in news capsule. Please view it. Look into the next one. World's first driverless bus service was launched in Lyon, France, and it uses the technology LiDAR. And this driverless buses or driverless cars uses technology LiDAR. You may ask, what is meant by LiDAR? LiDAR is light detection and ranging. Basically, it measures the distances by illuminating a target with a laser light. Laser light will tell you how much distance the nearby object is. So, this is known as light detection and ranging. So, if someone talks about driverless vehicles, you should know clearly about LiDAR, which is light detection and ranging. Joint Sea 2016. These are the joint naval exercises between China and Russia. These are held in disputed South China Sea, but these were held in not the disputed waters because Russia do not want to antagonize Vietnam, and these are held close to China coast in South China Sea. And it is undisputedly clear that China and Russia are becoming closer nowadays. For the first time, the Cold War rivals, Russia and Pakistan, conducted military drills known as the Friendship 2016. This is another interesting development. So, it appears in the near future, China, Russia, Pakistan axis appears to be imminent, and Russia is conducting for the first time military exercises in Pakistan. And in those days, in the days of Cold War era, these two were rivals. Pakistan used to be in United States of America group, but now Russia is coming closer to Pakistan. This is another interesting and important development. Look into the next one, Senkaku Islands. These are also called Diaoyu Islands in China, Senkaku Islands in Japan. These islands are the bone of contention between China and Japan. These islands are in East China Sea. Please look into this map. If you go slight ahead from South China Sea, you will have East China Sea. These Senkaku or Diaoyu Islands are the bone of contention between China and Japan. At the same time, please don't forget Kuril Islands are the bone of contention between Japan and Russia. And all of you are familiar with Paracels Islands, Spratlys Islands, which are situated in South China Sea, and China has got a territorial dispute with other Asian countries. So look into the next one. China rolls out its first SkyTrain in Nanjing. Nanjing is in China, and it is the third country to develop this technology. And here this is SkyTrain has got two compartments which can accommodate 200 passengers, and after these trials they will become operational sometime later, and this is the third country to test this SkyTrain technology. First one is Germany, followed by Japan. So Germany and Japan are the two countries which have this SkyTrain, and China is the third country, and this is elevated railway train, and it costs less in comparison to subways, and it runs on batteries for 4 hours at a time. Please look into this slide. This is example, or look at the image of a SkyTrain. 3 firms got nod to launch infrastructure investment trusts. Infrastructure investment trusts are basically just like mutual funds. By pooling up money, they will be invested in various infrastructure projects, and based on our investment, units will be allotted, and infrastructure investment trusts invest in infrastructure projects. Real estate investment trusts invest in real estate projects, and these two are just like mutual funds, but the difference is these invest in specific category of projects, and the investors will get units, right? And the regulator for InvITs as well as real estate investment trusts is also Securities and Exchange Board of India. Look at the next one, Talgo train. This is the technology from Spain, and it completed its final trial between Mumbai and Delhi. And this trial train completed the distance from Mumbai to Delhi in 11 hours and 42 minutes at a maximum speed of 150 kilometers per hour. And Talgo, this technology belongs to Spain, please don't forget. And at present, Mumbai to Delhi takes around 16 hours by Rajdhani Express. And once these Talgo trains are introduced, these are lightweight trains, and the important feature of these trains is they need not slow down much when the train is traveling through curves. That is the important aspect of this Talgo technology, and please don't forget, Talgo belongs to Spain. Look at the next one, Gwadar Port. This is situated in Balochistan region of Pakistan, and please look into this slide. This is the location of Gwadar Port. Balochistan is one province in Pakistan. We have already learned that Pakistan has got 4 provinces, and Balochistan is one such province, and there are news reports that human rights are being violated in Balochistan. And instantly, please look into this slide, this Gwadar Port to Kashgar city, China-Pakistan economic corridor passes through Pak-occupied Kashmir. Panglong Peace Conference. If someone talks about Panglong Peace Conference, this belongs to Myanmar. And the aim of this Pyongyang Peace Conference is to bring the leaders of various ethnic groups onto the negotiating table. There are several ethnic groups in Myanmar, and the basic idea is to bring peace to the country. So, with this aim, this Pyongyang Conference for the first time was held in 1947. And now it was revived so as to bring various ethnic groups onto the negotiating table. This Pyongyang Peace Conference was held recently. So if someone talks about the Pyongyang Peace Conference, this is Myanmar. Look into the next one. GST Council is a constitutional body. This is very important. If someone talks about the Niti Aayog, that is executive body, bodies can be constitutional, then statutory bodies through an act of parliament, then executive bodies because of executive decision. So, the example for constitutional bodies are Finance Commission, Election Commission, like that. And if you look at statutory bodies, National Commission for Women, National Commission for Backward Classes, these are all examples of statutory bodies. Executive bodies which are created based on executive decision, just like Planning Commission. Please don't forget, Planning Commission is no more in existence. It was replaced by Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is also executive body, and here we are talking about GST Council. GST Council is a constitutional body as per Article 279A of the Constitution. This Article 279A of the Constitution was incorporated based on 101st Constitutional Amendment Act. So, please don't forget, Minister of Finance will be the chairperson for GST Council. So, GST Council is a constitutional body. Rupees 78,000 crore gift city is coming up near Ahmedabad. Important point is, it is India's first international financial services center. So, if someone asks about India's first international financial services center, that is a gift city which is coming up near Ahmedabad, and it is overall rupees 78,000 crores project, and final completion is by 2024. Basically, you can undertake trading of shares by sitting in India. So, gift city facilitates offshore trading of stocks and derivatives. So, if someone talks about India's first international financial services center, that is a gift city which is coming up near Ahmedabad in Gujarat. Look into the next one. SEBI made ASBA compulsory to subscribe to IPOs from 1st January 2016. You may ask, what is meant by ASBA? ASBA is application supported by blocked amount. When you are investing in shares through initial public offer, your money will be deducted from your bank account only when shares are allotted. Till such time, it will be blocked in your account. It will continue to earn interest, and once shares are allotted, then only your money will go away. So, this is made mandatory by Securities and Exchange Board of India from 1st January 2016. Right? So, look at the next one. Transactions such as deposits and balance enquiry can be undertaken by customers using AEPS. So, what is meant by AEPS? AEPS is Aadhaar Enabled Payment System. This Aadhaar Enabled Payment System, basically by using this AEPS, transactions such as deposits and balance enquiry can be undertaken by the customers, and the organization behind the development of AEPS is NPCI. Please don't forget, National Payments Corporation of India, which is also behind UPI, Unified Payments Interface. Name the busiest airport in the world. Recently rankings were given. This is Atlanta Airport. Atlanta, please look into this slide. This is the location of Atlanta in United States of America. The second busiest airport is Beijing Capital International Airport in China, and the third one is Dubai International Airport, Dubai. Please look into this slide. So, the busiest airport is Atlanta with more than 100 million passengers per annum. Look into the next one, that is world's two largest exporters of coal. When you are talking about coal, the two largest exporters in the world are Australia and Indonesia. This position may change subsequently, but as on date, Australia and Indonesia are the world's two largest exporters of coal. Then the regulator for real estate investment trusts is Securities and Exchange Board of India, and I have listed out here SEBI is the regulator for capital markets. All of you are familiar with capital markets. That means trading in shares and debentures or bonds comes under capital market operations. The regulator for capital market operations is the Securities and Exchange Board of India. That is one aspect. In addition to that, SEBI is the regulator for real estate investment trusts, then infrastructure investment trusts, then alternate investment funds. Alternate investment funds are just like venture capital, angel investment, then private equity. These type of funds are known as alternate investment funds. Then credit rating agencies. All of you are familiar with the CRISIL, ICRA. These are all examples of credit rating agencies. Then collective investment schemes. These collective investment schemes with the money pooling of rupees 100 crore or more comes under the purview of SEBI. That is very important, right? So these are the financial instruments being regulated by SEBI. So look into the next one. At present, which of the following constitutes maximum subsidy amount? Government of India gives a subsidy almost every year. Rupees 2.5 lakh crores of rupees are spent by central government on various subsidies. Out of these subsidies, the maximum subsidy is for food. That is very important point. The maximum subsidy spent by the central government is on food. Then second highest subsidy is on fertilizers. Out of fertilizers, urea enjoys maximum subsidy. That is important and interesting point. Then petroleum products subsidy is at the third, right? Out of petroleum products, petrol and diesel do not enjoy any subsidy, and only LPG and kerosene subsidy is being given by the central government. Look into the next one. Nickel prices are increasing rapidly during 2016 after 42% crash in prices in 2015, and here nickel is primarily used in the manufacture of stainless steel. That is very important point. Name the country which ran completely on renewable energy for 76 straight days. Here, for 76 straight days, no coal was burnt, only energy supplied from renewable sources was used. The country we are talking about is Costa Rica. Please look into this slide. This is the location of Costa Rica, and at the same time, the energy mix during that 76 straight days was hydropower 80%, geothermal means the energy obtained from below ground level is geothermal energy, that constituted 13%, wind energy 7%. So this is the mix. So country that is Costa Rica ran completely on renewable energy for 76 straight days. Look into the next one. Name the country which launched polymer banknotes. The advantage of polymer banknotes is they are 2.5 times long lasting in comparison to the present notes, and this was launched in Great Britain, and it featured wartime hero Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister for the first time from 1940 to 1945, predominantly during the period of Second World War. And please don't forget, these type of polymer notes are already in use in Australia, Brazil and Canada, as well as Romania in Europe. Look into the next one. 17th Summit of the Non-Aligned Movement was held in Venezuela, and this summit was held in Margarita Island. Margarita Island belongs to Venezuela, and this is the 17th summit, and If you look at the origin of non-aligned movement, it was the initiative primarily piloted by India. Please look into this slide. Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, then the then Yugoslav President Tito, then the then Egypt President Nasser. So these three were the main forces behind the establishment of non-aligned movement. You may ask, what is the purpose of non-aligned movement? In those days, that was the era of Cold War, and several countries got independence in those days, so as to make these countries not to align with any of these Cold War factions. At the time, this non-aligned movement was originated in the year 1961. Prominently, the brains behind non-aligned movement I have given here. The brains were Jawaharlal Nehru, Tito and Nasser. And first summit was held in Belgrade. 7th summit was held in New Delhi in 1983 when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister, and last summit, 16th summit, was held in Tehran, Iran. And now the non-aligned movement has lost most of its sheen. That is most unfortunate aspect. And from Indian side, only Vice President Hamid Ansari attended the conference. That itself shows that the non-aligned movement has lost its sheen. Look into the next one. Bai Panjyong Bridge, considered to be the world's highest bridge, completed recently. It is in China. And if you look at China, China launched first hack-free satellite. That is one aspect. And recently the China launched world's longest glass bridge. Now the country launched world's highest bridge, that is situated about 565 meters above a river in the mountainous region. So if someone talks about world's highest bridge, that is in China. First hack-free satellite launched by China. Longest glass bridge, that is in China. The largest hydroelectric project based on installed capacity, that is in China. That is a Three Gorges Dam. At the same time, it is the largest contributor to the greenhouse gases. This is also, don't forget. Look into the next one. Name the country which contributes to maximum area under the cultivation of genetically modified crops. If you look at the genetically modified crops, only 3 countries account for almost 75% area. Out of these 3 countries, also United States of America leads with 71 million hectares, Brazil 44 million hectares, Argentina 25 million hectares, India is in 4th position with 12 million hectares, and basically cotton is the predominant crop in India. And if you look at foreign countries, corn, soya bean are the predominant crops. So if someone talks about genetically modified crops, the maximum area is in United States of America. You see the irony. United States of America says green signal to genetically modified crops, whereas several European countries says no with red signal. Right, friends, look into the next one. Nepal Prime Minister visited Nathpe-Jhakri Hydroelectricity project. This is the project in Himachal Pradesh, and this is on river Satluj, with 1500 megawatt installed capacity, and this was completed with the help of World Bank. So if someone talks about Nathpe-Jhakri hydroelectricity project, this is in Himachal Pradesh. This is into the news because Nepal Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda, who visited India recently, has gone to this Nathpe-Jhakri hydroelectricity project. Name the country which launched Tiangong 2 space lab. This Tiangong means heavenly palace. This Tiangong 2 was launched by China, basically to develop expertise for a future space station and to conduct science experiments. And it was launched with Long March 2 FT2 rocket. And China's ultimate goal is to launch permanent 20-ton space station just like International Space Station. And China previously launched Tiangong 1 in 2011 and it completed its operational phase in March 2016. So if someone talks about Tiangong 2 Space Lab, this is by China. And before going into the next one, the launch is from Gobi Desert area. Please look into this slide, Gobi Desert, because this was launched from Jikwan Satellite Space Center. This is situated in Gobi Desert. And if someone talks about Gobi Desert, this is situated in two countries. One is China and the other one is Mongolia. If someone talks about Gobi Desert, this is in two countries, China and Mongolia. Look into the next one. India signed Memorandum of Understanding with Sri Lanka to support fishermen in Hambantota district. Please look into this slide. This is Hambantota, the location in Sri Lanka. And this Hambantota port phase 1 was built with Chinese assistance. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Starting from November 30, Cassini will make closest ever observations of the planet Saturn. This Cassini-Huygens was launched. This is unmanned spacecraft. This was launched basically to study Saturn, its moons. So it will explore Saturn as well as its moon Titan. This is very important point. And this Cassini-Huygens was launched by NASA, European Space Agency, with the assistance of other space agencies. And if someone talks about Cassini, this is to explore Saturn. And if someone talks about Juno, that is to explore Jupiter. These things please don't forget. Look into the next one. After decommissioning oldest aircraft carrier INS Virat will be given to Andhra Pradesh. This is the oldest aircraft carrier and most likely it is going to be decommissioned by the end of 2016. And it spent a total 55 years of service. Out of 55 years, 27 years it spent with the British Navy, and now it is going to be decommissioned and it will be taken out of operation. That is the meaning of decommissioning, and Andhra Pradesh government will take it and it will convert into a museum. Andhra Pradesh wants to convert it into a museum and it will be stationed somewhere near Visakhapatnam. Look into the next one. CBI registered preliminary inquiry into allegations of commission in purchasing 3 aircraft worth $208 million from Embraer. And this Embraer belongs to Brazil. And this is with regard to the allegations of corruption in purchase of 3 Embraer aircraft in the year 2008. And it was alleged that the Brazilian supplier had taken the services of middlemen based in UK to strike deals for sale of aircraft to India and Saudi Arabia, and bribes were paid. That is the allegation. Look into the last question. Name the state in the country which became the first to automate all its fair price shops. The state we are talking about is Andhra Pradesh, and this is followed by Madhya Pradesh, Daman and Diu and Tamil Nadu. So if someone talks about the first state to automate all its fair price shops, that is Andhra Pradesh. Right friends, with this let us conclude questions and answers. Please do join for other capsules. Have a nice day. Thank you.